Well, we've been having fun. We've got our rails together on the porch, and it was a little more complicated than I had thought. And after rereading the instructions and getting wonderful assistance from my excellent, brilliant husband, who understands these things much better than I, we've been able to put things together. As you will notice, I'm going to point here to this post. There are 3 walls on each of these posts that you have to put together, and that was a little bit challenging to figure out which went where, because they have to fit on the base of the porch. And you glue, I'm sorry, my hand's in the way a lot, you glue the rail to the post but not to the wall of the house, and you have to have a space underneath the rail. So we've put these little shingles that you get in the pack just to keep it up so it hits the right side of the post. Then when you're through getting these 3 posts together, you glue the end cap to this post, the large one, and then you have a small one that has a notch in it. The reason it has a notch is because it's going to be glued to this post, and we're going to be adding these arches that fit right into there, and I'm going to point to you so you can see it. Fits right in just like that. And the reason we're doing that, now this takes about 15 people to do, just kidding. You're going to have your porch beam is going to look like this. I'm going to put my left hand down so I can show you the roof. Here's your porch roof. Eventually we're getting there. So there's your porch roof. Here's your porch beam. It's going to look something like this, probably like that, I think. And then the curve piece is going to fit up in here. And with that, we're also going to have, I believe, other pieces to put together. So we're going to come back and show you, but I just wanted you to know. Another thing I wanted to point out, the step is 2 pieces. And we had a difficult time figuring out, should it go this way or this way? And we finally figured out it goes this way. You have to, don't glue it in yet, but you put it here to make sure that your posts are equidistant so that it fits the rail. The other thing too is they say to go ahead and paint your base of the house before you put your rails up. In the picture you'll notice they used a white flooring for their porch, and I used the stained flooring. You can see here it's all white. I learned something by doing the stain. When I went to paint my white latex paint and a little bit would get on the edge, I took a wet paper towel, wiped it off. It came off beautifully, didn't affect the sheen on the stain at all. I chose this color because I figure over time things are going to get dusty and dirty no matter how clean you are, and a white floor is going to pick up more dirt than a dark floor. So that was my other reason. Plus it reminded me of the rocks of the volcanoes, again with a Hawaiian theme. One suggestion they have is to use a stucco paint, which you can buy, but during this pandemic we're not able to get to the store, so I just stuck with my white latex paint that I had for this. Once you're totally through, you'll have to go back and touch up. I don't know if you can see, it's too hard to see, but there's some little nicks here where the paint has come off. And the book tells you to paint, sand, attach, paint again. I couldn't figure out why they were saying that, so I read it again. And what I've learned is they're saying glue will not stick to paint. So that's why you sand it, also to get a professional finish. But I have found with this Gorilla Glue white wood glue, it is sticking just fine, and the Aleene's tacky glue is sticking just fine. So not sure, maybe other glues you have a challenge with. So I just wanted to caution you with that. All right, till next time, have a wonderful miniature moment.